Good day children, Database Management System SQL revision tour is continued in this session. Constraints. Constraints are the conditions that can be enforced on the attributes of a relation. They come in play whenever we try to insert, delete or update a record in a relation. They are used to ensure integrity. What do we mean by integrity? Integrity is nothing but accuracy or avoiding ambiguity. When does ambiguity happen? Ambiguity happens when the occurrence of the data is in two places and when updated, only one location is updated and the other instance is not updated. Then we get the ambiguity in the access of the value, because one location will have another value while the other one will have a different value. So, to ensure integrity, we use constraints, and these constraints are called as integrity constraints. Not null, unique, primary key, foreign key, check, default are few constraints. Now about not null constraint. This ensures that the column cannot contain a null value. That is, the column cannot be left empty or blank. Unique constraint. A unique key is a set of one or more than one fields or columns of a table that uniquely identify a record in a database table. So, one particular field which does not have any duplication and which helps in accessing one particular tuple is called as a unique constraint. Primary key. It ensures two things: unique identification of each row in the table. No column that is part of the primary key constraint can contain a null value. Foreign key. The foreign key designates a column or combination of columns as a foreign key and establishes its relationship with the primary key in a different table. Create table C, roll number. Roll number, number of 2 is the data type. Foreign key, we are giving the constraint. Roll number references student, that is the relation where the attribute is roll number, which is a primary key in that particular relation. So, the roll number of student is taken as a foreign key inside the table C, and the same attribute name is given here also. So, we have roll number in C, which is of data type number. Check constraint. Sometimes we may require that values in some of the columns of our table are to be within a certain range, or they must satisfy conditions. For example, create table employee, employee number, number of 4, primary key, name varchar of 20, not null, salary, number of 6, comma 2. So here we are checking salary is greater than 0. Salary cannot be 0. So that's why they are checking for greater than 0. It should be only in positive. Department, number of 3. So next is a very important topic which we are going to see, and this is a standard board question. Referential integrity constraint. A referential integrity constraint is specified between two tables. In the referential integrity constraint, if a foreign key in a table 1 refers to the primary key in table 2, then every value of foreign key in table 1 must be null or be available only in table 2. So, let me explain this clearly. Table 1 is there, table 2 is there in the given diagram. So, here the table 1 has a foreign key D underscore number. So, the table 2 is also having one column D underscore number, which is a primary key. So, what is the relationship here? So, only the values which are defined under table 2 will be taken into account for the attribute name D underscore number in table 1. So, this is the property of foreign key. Only then the referential integrity, that is, we are referring to the value from one particular column which is a primary key. So, from that we take the value only and we display it. In this example, we see primary key D underscore number in table 2 is having 11, 12 and 13. But in table 1, D underscore number is defined as a foreign key which references the table 2's D underscore number, but there is a value which is not defined in table 2, that is 18. So here the integrity is not maintained. So this will not become a foreign key. So there will be an error being thrown. So this is how we explain the referential integrity constraint. Operators in SQL, we have 3 types of operators. Arithmetic operators, that is addition, subtraction, multiplication and division. Relational operators, equal to, greater than, less than, greater than equal to, less than equal to, not equal to. Logical operators, or, and not. Arithmetic operators are used to perform simple arithmetic operations. To compare two values, we use the relational operators. To connect such conditions using where clause, in SQL we use logical operators. The other operators are range check, that is between. So between is a keyword which is used for range check, list check. So we have a list of values for which we are going to check. So here the keyword used is in. Pattern check, this is used in case of string. So we use the pattern check, like, not like, and the percentage and underscore are used as special characters to identify the pattern. Now about data definition language. So we are going to see the different SQL commands. So we have the DDL and the DML. So here we are starting with DDL, where we have the create table command, creates new databases, tables and views from RDBMS. For example, create database school, create table article, create view students. Drop commands view tables and databases from RDBMS. For example, drop object type, comma, object name. So here we are dropping the attributes. Drop database tutorials point. So here the database itself is deleted. Drop table article, here the table is deleted. So drop view students, we are deleting the view table. Alter modifies the database schema. For example, alter table article, add subject varchar of 10. So here we are adding a new column to the existing table article. So the new column is subject. Okay. So DML commands are as under, that is select, insert, update and delete. Select from where. So select, this is one of the fundamental query command of SQL. It is similar to the projection operation of relational algebra. It selects the attributes based on the condition described by where clause. From this clause takes a relation name, that is a table name, as an argument from which attributes are to be selected or projected. In case more than one relation names are given, this clause corresponds to Cartesian product, where this clause defines predicate or conditions which must match in order to qualify the attributes to be projected. For example, select author name from book where age is greater than 50. Insert into values. Here we are going to insert the values to a table or a relation. Syntax is insert into table, column 1, column 2, etc. Values, value 1, value 2, value 3, etc. according to the create table. So we can also define the same with a different syntax. Insert into table, values, value 1, value 2. So here when you give the values directly without mentioning the column, it tells that we are going to give value to each and every attribute inside the relation. So the previous syntax, that is the first syntax, it tells that we can selectively give the value to the columns. For example, insert into book, author, subject, values, anonymous, computers. update set where. This command is used for updating or modifying the values of the columns in a relation. So the syntax is update, table name, set, column name equal to value. We can have multiple values for multiple columns. So it proceeds or it goes on such a way that until we reach the count. Where condition. For example, update book set author is equal to webmaster, where author is anonymous. So wherever there is anonymous, the author name is updated to webmaster. Delete from where. This command is used for removing one or more rows from a table or a relation. Syntax delete from table name where condition. For example, delete from book where author equal to unknown. Queries. To retrieve information from a database, we can query the databases. SQL select statement is used to select rows and columns from database or relation. So now let's see about the select command. This command can perform both the selection as well as projection operation. Selection. This capability of SQL can return you the tuple form from a relation with all the attributes. Example, select name, class from student. The above command displays only name and class attributes from student table. This is projection. So projection is the capability of the SQL to return only specific attributes in the relation. Use of where clause is required when specific tuples are to be fetched or manipulated. Example, select star from student. Command will display all the tuples in the relation student. Select star from student where roll number is less than or equal to 1 or 2. So here eliminating so what happens is only selective tuples are displayed. Eliminating duplicate or redundant data. Distinct keyword is used to restrict the duplicate rows. So for example, select distinct space name from student. Conditions based on a range. So to specify the range, like from the lower bound to the upper bound, we use the keyword between and keyword. SQL provides a between operator that defines the range of values that the column value must fall for the condition to become true. Select roll number, name from student where roll number between 100 and 103. Here both 100 and 103 are included in the range. Conditions based on a list. To specify a list of values, in operator is used. For example, select star from student where city in Jammu, Amritsar, Gurdaspur. So here Jammu or Amritsar or Gurdaspur is how the condition used. Any one is true, then the tuple is displayed. Conditions based on pattern. SQL provides two wildcard characters that are used while comparing the strings with like operator. Percentage matches any string, underscore matches any one character. Example, select roll number, name, city from student where roll number like %3. So any number of characters ending with 3. Displays those records where last digit of roll number is 3 and may have any number of characters in front. Example, once again, select roll number, name, city from student where roll number like 1_3. So here the first character is 1, then comes any one character, then it should end with 3. So here it displays those records whose roll number starts with 1, second letter may be any letter but ends with digit 3. So thank you. With this, the session is completed.